Welcome to episode number 6 of Oxford United Career Mode on FM23. Today, we start off looking at Javon Anderson, who's been very solid from the right wing position. He's got 11 assists in 19 starts so far this season. Only the 2 goals, but obviously that just shows how he is playing a more supportive role on that right wing position. Actually starting to develop a really solid partnership with Johnson in right back. But in terms of the league, you can see up here we are first in Sky Bet League One. That might mean that we are genuine title contenders this season. We're currently level on points with two other teams, Plymouth and Derby, at the top of the table. We've got 5 draws and 5 losses, same as Derby County. Plymouth have played a game extra, but it's still very, very tight and all to play for up here at the top of the table. In terms of off camera, we played 4 matches. We managed to beat Exeter and Mansfield and United's under 21s. We drew to Fleetwood, in terms of the cup competitions, we've got Wigan away from home in the FA Cup fourth round, and we've got Derby in the semi-finals of the Papa John's Trophy. We might be playing that in next episode, actually. We've got Wycombe and Ipswich today, then a few games off camera, and yeah, we might be playing these two maybe. We'll see how things go. As we're in January now, it's also the transfer window. I've been looking at trying to get a midfielder. Lasse Sorensen, I think, is the next option that I'm looking at. I've not really found one that I really want, but I think this guy's the best that we can afford. But still, I would much rather get someone else. So I'm not sure if I am going to go through with this deal. I think I'd rather wait and see if there's a better option I can get at centre mid because it's cheap, but he's not really an improvement. And especially considering we're looking like we're going to get promoted to the championship, this guy just won't be good enough, I don't think. So I am going to get rid of that. You can tell that was a decision I made late last night to go in for him. Now in the morning, now I've thought about it, obviously I'm not so keen on the decision. But in terms of the matches today, we are starting off with a game away from home against Wycombe. We do have a lot of promises. I don't know who I'm more not like whose promise is more worrying right now. Ed McGinty is the one that I need to play, because I've actually got promises to play both keepers. So yeah, Ed McGinty is the one that needs to start right now. Wiltshire is finally back from injury. He was out all season, but we do have a lot of tired legs, so I am going to have to make some changes at defence. I think Muzinho can come on at defence. I think Bowler can come on at left back with Brown shifting to central defence. Actually, no, because Brown needs to come off too. We will start Finley, and we can probably bring on Golding if we need to. Murphy's just coming back from injury. He got injured in one of the previous matches, so we'll bring him off the bench. And I think we play 2 games pretty close together. We do. So yeah, everything else looks fine. The first highlight looks like it is a positive one for us with Bowler, the left back, on the ball. Tries the long ball over to the right wing, but we don't manage to keep it. But Brown looks like he's recovered it and finds Brannigan, and it's blocked by Kyan Edwards. That looked like it was on target there. Wycombe are just outside the playoffs, so they've got a lot to play for right now. Definitely will be looking for a positive result for themselves at home to us. Relegated from the Championship last season as well, I believe, alongside Peterborough and Derby. Oh, we've run it back. Lewis Bate to Anderson. Great ball through to Kyan Edwards, and he's there. Kyan Edwards with his 11th goal of the season. He's in some really good goal scoring form right now, and I think he actually got Player of the Month for the previous season. I will check after this game if I remember to do so. Really nice pass from Javon Anderson, who we were literally saying just beforehand how he's got so many assists, and that's why picking out passes like that. I tried to actually teach him tries killer balls, but for some reason it wasn't an option. I don't know if that's been removed or what the reasoning is, but they've just hit the post. Corner ball for Oxford United, cleared away, unfortunately. Finley, though, manages to recoup possession, and we've got the ball, and we can try and go again here on the attack. We have been attacking very narrow this game, it feels like, and it does seem to have been working recently, as the ball is cleared away from the Wycombe defence. Hopefully we can win this back before Wycombe manage to get an attack going. We do, but instantly lose possession again. McCarthy winning the ball off Bowler. And Horgan plays the ball over to Atete. Oh, that's going to be a penalty there. The ball rolled into the net, actually, but yeah. Oh, Messina, mate. He's not a centre back. I know that. I know he normally plays like defensive mid for me, and Jakobsen converts the penalty for Wycombe Wanderers. But yeah, this is what I was saying about the defense. I didn't want to have them dealing with too much because I wasn't very confident about Mousinho in that right centre back position. But obviously my other defenders are injured or tired, so I didn't really have much choice. I am gonna make changes to the 2 defensive players. James Golding should be able to play 45 minutes. Elliot Moore is quite tired, but so is Stuart Finley, so hopefully that will be fine. I should probably take off Bowler, but I don't want to give myself no options in defence. We've got a free kick here in a pretty good position. Brown finds Anderson, I think it was, that hit the header onto the bar. Is this a replay or is this an identical free kick? This is an identical free kick, sorry. As Anderson once again is found by Brown. This time it's wide of the post rather than hitting the crossbar. Gonna make this substitution here, bring off Lewis Bate for Alejandro Rodriguez Garin. And it looks like Jakobsen, the goal scorer, has got a throw in for Wickham right in their corner. Finds a Tete. We do manage to win it back with Brannigan. Really nice tackle there from the midfielder as he looks for the ball to Kyan Edwards, who isn't able to get on the end of it. Wickham now in possession. Can we win that? We can. Golding, good header. Brannigan into Anderson. Beat your man, and he's, oh my God. Oh my God. That has rolled across the line. That was almost an insane goal from Anderson, but the keeper has somehow managed to keep it out. And we're going to have to try and make another substitution, except I'm going to wait for this highlight here. Kyan Edwards, what can you do? He gets tackled by Grimmer. Atete, tackled by Moore. Come on, let's take your time and let's show what we can do here, because we have been able to break these guys down when we take our time with the build-up play. Moore into McGuane, finds Brannigan. Plenty of space out here on the left-hand side if the left-back makes this run into this gap here. Really nice ball from Brown to Brannigan, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. Looks like Wickham have got a free kick here in the 89th minute, and we've conceded. Chris Farino gets his first goal of the season right at the death, and it looks like it might be a loss here away to Wickham. Jakobsen finds Farino, who's free at jumping. Golding, and yeah, it looks like we might be losing a game that we really don't deserve to be losing based on this momentum chart and the XG as well, and we have lost it. Very good performance from certain players there. Brown especially played fantastic. So we have gone and made a signing. It's Charlie McCann coming in to make cover for that central midfield position. This guy was really good for me in a save that I did in Scotland last year. And funny enough, he's actually gone to Rangers from Manchester United. When was it? Oh, it must have been 2 seasons ago when I did it. But yeah, he's actually gone to Rangers from Manchester United, which was like very cool to see because I managed in Scotland and brought him in. He was one of the first signings that I made. 3-star player, 4.5-star potential potentially, and looks really solid all round with that really good penalty taking, which could be really useful for us. And I just wanted someone who could come in and play that midfield role or defensive midfield role if I needed him to. And speaking of Charlie McCann, he will be getting his debut in the game today against Ipswich at home. Standard back four is back with McGuane, McCann, and Brannigan in midfield, Murphy and Anderson on the wings with Kyan Edwards up front. Highlight pretty much instantly for Ipswich Town in the 3rd minute of the match. We've already actually had a shot before this highlight. I don't know what happened with it because it was only a 0.01 XG chance. So probably just a bit of an audacious long shot attempt. I thought we might have won the ball back there with Edwards. It is Ipswich though, who continue, but we do get the ball back eventually. McCann before Brannigan gives it straight away. John Jules just wide of the post. He was actually pretty solid against us last time we played Ipswich, John Jules. Probably a player that I will look at signing next season as well, maybe on loan. Second highlight of the game as we approach the half-hour mark, and it looks like some very patient play from us as the rain is absolutely pouring down. You can just see it in front of the players on the screen. Brannigan, though, finds himself a little bit of space to get a beautiful ball to Kyan Edwards, who sticks it in the near post. This partnership is becoming really, really prolific for us. I'd be really interested to see how many goals Edwards has scored assisted by Brannigan or Anderson. I feel like those two are always assisting him. I bet sort of 80% of his goals are assisted by one of those two players. Ipswich's turn for a highlight. Chaplin plays a beautiful ball into John Jules, and the keeper is an absolute idiot. Oh, McGinty, you really do make it hard to start you, don't you? He was there first, he was there ahead of John Jules, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He just sort of kicks it at John Jules, it looks like, but we'll see it here. Just misses the ball almost, and it's an open goal for Tyrese to stick it in the back of the net. Something pretty cool that I just wanted to point out in this match is actually both strikers for either side are Arsenal loanees. Obviously, Kyan Edwards we got on loan from Arsenal, and Tyrese John Jules is contracted to the Gunners as well. Gardner-Hickman here on the right-hand side, but we managed to block it with Murphy doing some really good defensive duties as we literally had a shot blocked on the line. It looked like it was on target and going to go in the goal as well if we didn't have the defender there. I don't think I'll make any giant changes just yet. I think we'll see if we can carry on because we are playing all right. We've had more shots, nowhere near as much XG, but obviously Ipswich had two glaring opportunities. Oh, we've just scored a goal. Javon Anderson has put the ball in the back of the net. Charlie McCann actually getting an assist on his debut. We'll have a look at the goal now because I was making a substitution. I was taking off Marcus McGuane because he hasn't been playing very well. It looks like he's been drawn out of position and stuff, but Anderson leaping ahead of the competition to get the ball in the back of the net with a really nice free kick from Charlie McCann on his debut. Going to make a few more substitutions. I'm going to take off Javon Anderson, the goal scorer, because he looks like he's getting a bit tired. I'm also going to take off Elliot Moore and Josh Murphy. Highlight for Ipswich Town now. Can we win the ball back? It looks like it's just a bit of ping pong around here. About 5 or 6 headers in a row there before the ball fell to Chaplin. Edmondson now as he plays the ball back to the back five. Morsey beats his man, plays it through to Vincent Young. Let's stop the cross. We don't manage to stop the ball in, and Tyrese Jules has an open goal yet again. And it's a 2-2 draw against Ipswich at home, so we did go winless this episode, unfortunately. That's a really, really poor performance. I don't remember the last time we went 2 games without a win. I'm gonna have a look at the schedule now and see if I can figure it out. So the last time we went 2 games without a win was Plymouth and Shrewsbury. We did lose two on the bounce in an episode as well, actually. But that is 3 episodes now without a win, 3 games, sorry, without a win. We will be playing Derby County and Bristol Rovers next time out, so a few games off camera. Obviously, the game against Wigan would be a nice one to have on camera, but it's not really worth it to just like come back straight away and play these 2 matches. But yeah, it'll be these two, and then maybe the Derby game. Maybe we keep going all the way to Peterborough, but we'll see. But that will be everything for this episode. So thank you to everyone who did tune in. With the draw in that previous game, we do drop down to second behind Plymouth. Sorry, Derby County do also have a game in hand against someone like one of these two. It looks like or Port Vale. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And apart from that, I'll see you next time. Bye.